Hello friends, this is Raman with your daily Forex market analysis for November 3rd, 2016. Just a quick disclaimer before we get started. This is for educational purposes only. If you have questions about your individual investment needs, I recommend you talk to your investment advisor. Let's start off by taking a look at our calendar here. A very busy calendar for November 3rd here. We are starting the day off with services PMI for the British pound, and then we have EU membership court ruling here. This could create volatile reaction in the market. And then we also have this big event here, official bank rate for Bank of England here. It's not expected to change, but market will be watching for any kind of commentary from Carney to see what they are expecting in the marketplace. So that's what we'll be looking out for, which comes out at 8 a.m. Eastern, and then Bank of England Carney, Governor Carney speaking at 8:30 a.m. Eastern. So, and then following that, we have ISM non-manufacturing PMI numbers for the US dollar. At this point, there is a lot of focus on the US dollar because of the uncertainty around the elections. This is probably one of the major elections here in the US for quite some time. So market is really watching, and especially for any polls that come out that suggest that Donald Trump may win the election, that will cause a lot of market volatility because market does not see that as a positive event from the financial markets perspective. So that's what we are seeing at the moment. The entire moves in the US dollar are driven by that. We were looking at FOMC to see if they would give an indication of an interest rate hike in December. They haven't done that whatsoever. At this point, they have been as flat as they could be prior to the election. So at this point, the market didn't really react much to that. We saw a slight change in the market as a result of that, but nothing to really talk about. So at this point, the focus is very much on the election coming up next week. And then into the Asian session here, we have Australian monetary policy statement, and we also have the retail sales, and then we have Governor Pola speaking from Bank of Canada. The major theme will still be related to the election. However, we do have a full calendar for tomorrow. Let's move on to the charts here. Because of the general theme of election here, we have seen big push up here, very bullish market for the pound here, and the next support and resistance level we're looking at is 124.47 or 50 area right into here. So now at this point we are very bullish. We are at the top of the range, and it looks like we are going to break out of the range. Here we are. As we can see, the price pulled into this R1, did a back test of that, did not manage to break below or stay below this R1 level, and now we are pushing higher. We are almost at the top of the range. At this point, we are likely to break up higher. Now we do have that rate decision for the pound from Bank of England tomorrow. If we don't see a big change in any direction, this will likely be positive for the British pound if the US dollar is under pressure. Unless they say something negative, something dovish, then we'll see a reaction in the British pound. But overall, we are looking for a push up and market to likely break out of this range with the pressure that we have building up here. So this is our next level, 24.50-ish level, which is coming from our previous support and resistance level. So going back to our daily level, this is where it's coming from. So that will be our next target for the British pound. Euro dollar here, very bullish. As we can see, we took off from here, we weren't able to break lower, took off from there, and now we have a big push up here. Did a test of this 1120 level that we were talking about yesterday, and now looks like we are going to push up higher. Very bullish close here as well. And the next target we are looking at is this 1200 level. So this has been important support and resistance level previously, and we would expect to play out as well for tomorrow. From the 1 hour perspective, as we can see, price hasn't really taken a breather. We have just been pushing one way, and that is up at this point. So still expecting a bullish move. There's our 1200 level, so there is room to the upside. New Zealand dollar here, very bullish again, so we are expecting another move to the upside. We have come out of this range, and now we are expecting the market to work to the next level, which is 73.80. So this is our support and resistance. Next support and resistance level, we may come into some resistance at 73.69 area as well, but that is fairly close to our target there. At this point, the price is staying above the pivot point, and as such, we're expecting the market to move up higher right into this R2 level at 73.70-ish area. Looking at Aussie US dollar here, we are into the resistance here at 76.89. Market kind of pushed down today and then pushed back up, but at this point we are bullish on this as well. This is an indecision candle, but overall the general theme in the market is bullish, and we would expect this to move up as well. We do have the rate decision for Australian dollar, which would have an impact on the Australian dollar. However, overall we are looking for a bullish move, and the next target will be 77.30 level, which is this pin here, the top of the range at this point. Looking at the 1 hour chart, as you can see, price did pull into this pivot point, and now it is bouncing up at this level. This 76.80 level is the next support and resistance level. However, we are looking for a move up to all the way up here into 77.30 area potentially. Dollar CAD here, we have been trading below this level 134.20 for some time now, and as such we are looking for price to actually drop. We have seen a big drop in oil here for the last few days. Price has just gone in one direction, and that's down, and as a result we haven't seen a big move in Canadian dollar like we have seen in the euro, New Zealand or Australian dollar, because the oil has really been having a negative impact on it. If the oil keeps on dropping, we do not expect the Canadian dollar to go up, so we may see more range bound action here. However, if the oil starts to pull back a bit, we could see Canadian dollar strengthen, which would mean that dollar CAD could drop here. The next target we are looking for is 133.50, which is the bottom of the range here, and then once this range breaks, so we have to look for the price to stay below the range. Once this range breaks, we are looking for 132.80 level, which is this support and resistance level here where the price took off from. So those are our targets. Right now we are in a range and looking for the price to potentially break out towards the bottom of the range, especially if all the other currencies strengthen against the US dollar. That's it for now. I will see you next time.